All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about one of the biggest, most iconic power-ups in recent anime history, the moment Sung Jinwoo was totally reborn. This is it. This is the story of how the weakest hunter of all mankind became a king. But look, to really get a feel for the king he becomes, you first have to understand the hunter he was. Sung Jinwoo had this one absolutely humiliating title, the weakest hunter of all mankind. I mean, this was the guy who could barely scrape by in the easiest dungeons. But, a featful encounter is about to change, well, everything.
Okay, so this is where things really kick into high gear. Jinwoo finds himself completely trapped, and we're not talking a regular dungeon here. This is a special job change quest. There are no escape portals, no back doors. The only path forward is straight through the army standing right in front of him.
And what's crazy is just how dire this situation is. Think about it. His stamina is completely shot, his best skills are grayed out, unusable, and he's staring down this seemingly endless horde of armored knights. This isn't about skill anymore. At this point, it's just pure, raw will to survive. So Jinwoo figures out pretty fast that just charging in headfirst isn't gonna cut it. This isn't a test of brute strength. You see, it's a puzzle. The system is testing his brain just as hard as it's testing his brawn. And if he can't solve this riddle, he's dead. Simple as that. And here's the real kicker. In his whole game-like world, killing monsters gives him experience points, right? That's how he gets stronger. But here, he's taking down knight after knight and he's getting nothing. 0 XP. It just feels wrong, Like he's missing the entire point of the fight.
And this moment, this is where we see him truly grow. He stops just fighting and starts thinking. He looks past the front line and notices these mages in the back. They're casting spells, sure, but they're not actually attacking him. And then it clicks. They're not casting buffs. They're summoning the knights. The knights aren't even the real enemy. They're just the ammunition. The real targets are the mages in the back. So after this absolutely brutal fight where he finally manages to take out all the mages, he wins. He did it. And he's expecting this awesome reward, right? A new class that builds on all his hard work as an assassin. But what the system offers him, it's a total shock. It feels less like a reward and more like some kind of cruel joke. The system offers him the Necromancer class. Okay, so what's a Necromancer? Well, traditionally, it's a magic user. The type that hangs back, summons a bunch of undead minions, and lets them do all the dirty work. All their power comes from the intellect stat, which is all about mana and magic. And this is the huge conflict for him. I mean, think about it. Jinwoo has dumped every single point he has into a strength-based assassin build. He's a dagger-wielding, close-quarters fighter. He's the polar opposite of a Necromancer. And that intellect stat, the one that's absolutely crucial for this new class, it's the one stat he has completely, totally ignored. So you can just imagine the question screaming in his head. Why go through all of that, a literal life or death trial, just to be offered a class that makes my entire journey, all my hard work, all my stats, completely useless? It feels like a massive mistake. Should he just say no? Just decline the offer? But then something just clicks. He starts to rethink everything that just happened. And he wonders, maybe this isn't a mistake. Maybe this isn't a test of what he is, but a hint, a glimpse of what he could be. And he starts connecting the dots. First off, it's a hidden class, which means it's super rare and probably incredibly powerful. Second, he thinks back to those mages. They weren't just enemies. They were a demonstration of what this kind of power can do. And here's the big one. Who wrote the rule that a necromancer has to hide in the back? He's already strong. What if he could be both? An assassin on the front lines, backed by his own personal army. And that's it. With that single thought, he accepts. This moment, this decision, it marks the end of Sung Jinwoo, the lonely, weak hunter. He's choosing to become something brand new. A commander. He's never going to be fighting alone again. And because he absolutely crushed that quest, he performed so well, the system doesn't just give him the basic Necromancer class. Oh no, it instantly upgrades him to this unique, way more powerful version, the Shadow Monarch. So his new power basically comes with 2 core skills. First up is Shadow Extraction. It's awesome! With just a command word, he can literally pull the shadow from an enemy he's defeated and turn it into his own loyal soldier. And the crazier part? The stronger that enemy was in life, the stronger its shadow soldier is. And the second skill is Shadow Storage.
Now, this is what makes him so terrifyingly versatile. He can store his entire army inside his own shadow. They're just waiting there, ready to be summoned wherever, whenever, in whatever numbers he needs. It's a game changer. Okay, so the quest is done, the class is chosen, the skills are unlocked. There's only one thing left to do: test him out. And what better guinea pig could there be than that super powerful knight commander he just took down?
So he stands over the body of the fallen knight Igris the Blood Red, and he speaks that command word for the very first time. You can feel the air just crackle with mana as he tries to pull that spirit right out of the armor.
But it fails. The system even tells him, hey, this can fail, especially on really strong guys. So he tries again, pouring even more power into the command, and it fails again. He's got one shot left, just one. If this doesn't work, he loses the chance to get this amazing soldier forever.
So for his last try, he does something different. He doesn't just command, he actually speaks to the knight's spirit. He offers Igris a new purpose, something more than just guarding an empty throne room. He offers him a new king to serve, new battles to fight. He's not just using magic, he's giving him a choice.
And it works. The blood-red knight slowly rises from the ground, its body now made of pure black shadow, and it kneels before him. In that moment, Jinwoo doesn't just have a new soldier. He has his very first true commander. The Shadow Monarch has been born. And all of this leaves us with a pretty fascinating question, doesn't it? Song Jinwoo is still our hero, of course, but now he commands an army of the dead, an army made from the very enemies he kills. As his power just keeps growing and that line between hunter and monsters starts to get really, really blurry, you just have to ask yourself, what is he becoming?